So it's now September and I haven't painted for over a month now. My issue isn't really art block. I have these ideas and things I've been working on since my last video, but I've been so busy, I just haven't had the time to really dedicate to a painting. Working Monday to Friday, attending weddings, spending time for just myself. Life takes up time and I kind of just had to take a step back for a few weeks. But now it's time to jump back into things and start with a fresh new painting. And surprisingly, it's actually not going to start with green. So it's going to be a little bit different than usual. Just as always, we're starting with a mix of Gamsol and oil pigment. So for this one, I decided to use burnt umber, which is really a more traditional underpainting tone. I believe that's just because it's a warmer tone and it's more neutral. Could be completely wrong in that though. But yes, we're starting with a more orangey red tinge base and then building up from there. There will still be green, I promise you. But I think that might come in the next video. This time we're doing the underpainting, we're getting it set up, and then we will go from there. In this one, I'm actually working on unstretched canvas. So it's pinned to my wall right now. I taped off the sides so it can be stretched later on, but I just find it easier to work with unstretched canvas in a smaller space, simply because I can roll it up. The wood doesn't take up much space, and it's just easier.
I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to do just leaves of dandelions or also the actual flowers. So I'm just going to do a really general shape here. Just so I can get really the sizing right, I think is the main thing.
it.
That was a bit too zesty.
You're too zesty for it.
That high was a little bit
Do you want to try again?
high.
No, I like the other.
I've never seen it with color before.
No, it's always black and white. Just before starting this painting, I actually received some good news. The collective that I started with two of my friends, Cassandra Lui, we recently received a grant through STACKT Market, which was that market that you saw a little earlier with all the fun murals and the dogs. So we're going to be creating an exhibit for one of the units there through all of October 1st to 31st. And yeah, STACKT Market, it's a really cool space and there's always something going on. So it's a pretty big accomplishment for our first project, especially since October is Art Month with Nuit Blanche and just there's so many events going on over October. They gave us a really tight time frame, unfortunately. We found out about this grant at the beginning of September, and we now have a month to plan everything. So we're planning the exhibit, figuring out the insurance, logistics, getting all the supplies, and then fully creating the actual collective as a legal entity. So CLK Co is now a legal business. We're not-for-profit art collective in Toronto. We technically have one employee, so we're legit. And yeah, it's a lot to figure out, but it's fine. We'll work it out. Luckily, there's 3 of us, so a little delusional, but I feel like you kind of have to be that way. I think I'll talk about it more in depth and kind of record the whole process in my next video. That way I can show you what it's actually like to plan something in fucking 4 weeks. For those who don't have context, an exhibit is usually planned 4 months to 6 months. A really good exhibit takes like a year or 2 to plan. So this is very expedited, but it'll be great. We'll make it work. This painting unfortunately will be going on the back burner for a little while, which I'm actually pretty sad about, but I'll be back soon, and maybe I'll even bring some more ideas. So, this piece is done. It's not done. The underpainting's done. And it's now October 8th. So it's been a while, I'm sorry. It's taken me quite a while to really edit this and put it all together. But I've been putting all my effort into STACKT, so I'm sorry. I'm really happy with how the underpainting turned out for this one, and I think there's a really strong painting here. So after I'm done with STACKT, I'm gonna hop right into this one and really add details to it. But as for my next video, I actually made a painting that you haven't seen yet, and it's now up at STACKT. So I'll be showing you my whole process from start to finish for a smaller piece, and then also the install for STACKT and Nuit Blanche. Nuit Blanche was insane, which is like a big art fair here, or art night here in Toronto. So there's a lot to see and a lot to talk about, but not enough time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small little segment of my life, and I hope to see you next time.